All right, here we go again. We are on our third try. I'm going to show you my pucks. First try is on the bottom. This is the second try. We are on our third try with the Onyx Las Lajas Natural, I think is how you say it. So let's measure out 18 to 18.1, what we were getting out with the first two. See what happens this time. I went from remember here, started at a 17 on my grinder for the first try, went down to a 15 on the second try. The first one I could tell was really fast. The second one didn't look fast, but the taste wasn't, it was kind of sour. But I got it at, what was it, 19 seconds? Yeah, I think it was 19 to 20 seconds for a 36 gram shot on the 18 grams in. Let's see, let's keep going here. More 16, 17.6, 9, 18.1. I keep getting 18.1. I can't get right on to 18. There's the air escape. I need to put them in my vials. With a new box, I haven't gotten them totally empty yet. There's two more of my hubby's cowboy coffee, and then I'll fill them all with the Onyx. All right, so 18 in. Pour that in there. I'm using the metal thing on the Df64. This I just use for show right now. Dylan made it for me. What I'm worried about, I did use some oil on the top, but if you look real close, you got to be careful, and I'm afraid if I constantly am pumping on it, that'll wear off, and I don't really want it to because it's too cute. He does a great job though, and he did it as well on my tamping mat, and of course the bean vault or bean cellar. I'm not quite sure what the proper name is. I measured these out. You can put 30 grams of coffee in each of these, depending on light or dark, but I tend to do the medium light, so they can hold 30 grams of coffee, but I single dose usually 18 grams, so that's about 18 grams right there into each one. Very nice setup, and I appreciate Dylan doing that for me. So let's get to the third try. Hopefully we can get it a little less sour and easier to taste. Uh-oh, guess what? I'm out of water. Must fill my water tank. Good chance to show y'all what I do when I fill my Breville. All right, I'm gonna rinse that out and leave it sit. I will get my little container. I do use the third wave water. They make it really simple, put them in the packets. So you take this packet, and let me get my measuring cup. I'm gonna have to take my mic off because I don't want to pull y'all on the floor. No falling on the floor. I can get this off. All right, hang on a second. Set that right there. This is what's good about video. I know how to edit. I could edit it out. All right, I use this big container, and I put a gallon of water in here. 1 gallon of water goes in this bucket with the third wave. Don't trip when you come through here. Or you can go around the other way. Just finishing up lunch. There we go. Pour that in there. to go out. Throw that away and get my measuring cup. Trusty. Here. Let me set this down. We don't want to spill or break anything. I just clip it onto my necklace. There we go. Let it dangle. All right, so I do 4 of these, makes a gallon. And we make sure it gets stirred nicely. Pour a little in my machine. Sorry guys, I didn't realize my machine was that low. $16 cups is a gallon, so it lasts me, let me think. I think I usually do this, is it once every week and a half to 2 weeks? Maybe a week and a half. I really never noticed. I just make coffees, usually 2 a day. But I tend to use, and you've seen me do, the flush, back flush, and it's this water, so I am kind of wasting it a little, but not being next to a sink is a little harder, so I like a clean station. And it's just easier to use the water from the machine knowing that it's nice and hot. And boiling water tends to do it. All right, 2 more and we're good. So it takes a few minutes, but it's the simplest mixture. I'm using osmosis water, by the way. It's needing to have a few of the minerals from the third wave in there. I don't usually test it though. Some people use either the pH thing, see the different levels. So I've never done that, so I'm just hoping that it's cleaner than what you would get if you used the city water or just straight osmosis. After a few people have commented what it's done to their machines. There are recipes out there too that you can make your own with Epsom salt, what have you, but I just haven't done that. I'm more for the quick, instant kind of a way. I'd rather be playing with the coffee than trying to make recipes. Cooking's not my favorite thing to do. All right, this should be the last one. And we will get some water in that machine and finish the shot. But third wave seems to be the simplest for me right now. And I've had good results with it. I've actually done a couple test tastings where I've used the city water compared to the third wave, and it's just got a cleaner taste. All right, now we're good. So then what I do is grab my smaller pitcher, and it goes in the refrigerator. I don't know why I put it in the refrigerator, but I do. And whatever's left in here goes in my machine for the first pour. All right. The smaller pitcher has a little spout on it, so it's just easier to aim it into the back of the machine since mine's kind of up against a wall. So just go over here. I'm not sure if you can see this or not. Probably not, but just pour it in up to the level where it says to stop. It's right there. And then the rest I pour in here. Put the lid on, and we're all set. So like I said, this lasts me about 2 weeks. I could probably fit a little more in here. And I also use it in my stag kettle for my flare. That's preheating over here as well, because I wanted to give the new coffee a try on the flare. See if I get different flavors with it compared to espresso on the Breville. As you hear it heat up, okay, I'm trying not to trip because I've got cables and cords everywhere. So let me set this down here. Put this in the fridge. It's a process, guys. If I can figure out how to edit this video, it might be my first experience, since you probably don't want to hear me babble about third wave water. All right, back to the I was trying to remember where we were at. Back to putting grinds together. That's right, we were putting 18.1 grams into the Df64 for a third try, because it's too sour for me is what it is. And it is a little fast, so I'd like to get that smooth shot that comes out when you have a good shot. All right, so yes, we put the beans in there. We are going to calculate. I'm going to move this over. I should have left that on to stay hot for my measuring. All right, here we go. Let's measure this out. Dry that off. See if we can get 18.1 this time too. It's been good. Okay, and we are at an 11 on the grind size from a 15. This time 18 on the dot. All right, we don't want to lose any though, so I'm just gonna give a little push again because I tend to spill a little. All right, transfer and put that back on there. WDT. Go, and then tamp. There's a little on there. That's good. All right. Distribution and tamp. It's as calming as it is when you do pour over to me when I do all those steps. I don't know, that's just me, I guess. All right, norm core on. Brush off any excess, and in it goes. All right, let's see what we're gonna get this time. Last try today. If it doesn't work, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Pour that water out. See what we get and how many seconds. All right, full pre-infusion still. Going to about 9 o'clock again. Oh, that one's a little slow, but maybe There it comes. Yeah, I might have over extracted it this time, but it looks nice. 19 seconds and 20 grams. That's not bad, I guess. Should be right on, maybe. Crossing my fingers. 33 seconds at 35 grams. That's pretty good. Oh, it looks a lot thicker. Where did my spoon go? Here it is. It smells good. See that? It's just... See if I get a different flavor this time after 3 times running. It's just an acidic flavor, I think, that this particular Onyx. It's kind of hot. I do like the crema it's giving. But yeah, I think in a milk beverage it would be good too. Very bright. It is a lighter roast. I'm liking it. I don't think I could do it by itself, so let's steam some milk. What I like to do, just to keep the heat in a little bit, is cover it, but I use the heavier one. Let me grab the heavier one. It escapes quickly, so let's do this fairly quickly. Get my milk jug. I'm using A2 milk today. I was using almond the other day, but noticed I had one of these in there, and I just want to make sure it doesn't go bad on me. So we're going to use this up. Go to the bottom of the spout. And let's get this going. I move this over. Get the steam started. It takes a few minutes on the Breville. Enough time for me to put the milk away and grab a paper towel so we can wipe the steam knob off. Here it comes. All right. 45-degree angle. Once it starts coming out, okay. Stop it, put it in, back on. Just try and make sure it's at an angle and it's spinning. If there is any air bubbles on the top, it usually takes care of it. Just till you can't touch the bottom anymore. Yeah, it's spinning nicely. A2 milk gets a little foamier than the almond that I've been using, I've noticed. But I can tend to get a nice pour with it. Not tried in that cup before, but we're going to see how it goes. Almost there. Starting to get warm on the bottom. I tend to let the air hiss on it for about 20 seconds, and then the rest, the tip goes down under. Some people say 8 to 10 seconds, but on my Breville it tends to go 20 seconds before I notice the rise of the milk. Okay, now we're to the point where I can't touch it, so we stop. Pull it out. Get all that milk out of there. Make sure it's nice and clean. I don't know if you can see my milk here or not. Nice and smooth. See what we can do. Of course, this is a lot of milk for this little glass, so once I'm done, it's probably going to go into another one. Well, I'm going to transfer some just because that's way too much. My other trusty one here and do a little bit of switching and only pour what I need, and then pound it down again. It helps to get those bubbles out. There it goes. There we go. Just give it a little swirl, nice and smooth again. See what we got here. Not used to a cup like this. So, not too good, guys, but let's taste it with a little milk, see if that changed that tartness that I was tasting. I tend to cheers. Yeah, I like a bigger cup. To make it in, it's fine, but I do enjoy it. But yeah, I could probably drink that without any sweetener. It's got a smooth texture to it, especially when you're adding milk. And a little bit of sweetness to it. So cheers, guys. It's been fun.